What's going on, friends? Brian Garcia Tirado here with Leif Johnson Ford. Today we're here at Leif Johnson Ford of Buda because I got a special truck to show you guys. This right behind me comes from a company called SPEC Design, and this is their SPEC Design F250, and they nicknamed them badass trucks because, as you can see, this truck is nothing but ordinary. So let's talk about some basics real quick. It is an F250 and it does have the 6.7 high output, right? So I'm actually very partial to this truck because I own the same truck. I have a 25 Super Duty with the high output, and trust me, it's a great truck. So right here, let's talk about the most obvious thing. That's going to be the appearance of the truck. The first thing that stands out is going to be this giant brush guard. Now, it looks crazy. It looks like a mask maybe from Bane, but it's actually modular. So if you like this brush guard side, we were just talking about this at the dealership, you can remove this top portion right here and you still have a more traditional brush guard that protects the front of the truck. But let me tell you, when you're driving the truck and you see that brush guard coming over the top, you feel almost invincible. I absolutely love it. Now down here in the front bumper, I like how they integrated all the parking sensors. So you don't have to worry about having a sensor light going out or anything like that. They're all integrated and color matched into the front bumper. Now this is a heavy duty front bumper. Over here we got the pod lights, which are going to be your fog lights. I checked. They're actually integrated into your factory headlight switch, so you can just hit the button, bam, your fog lights work just like OEM. Now over here, we do have two recovery points on this front bumper, but what I really like is this right here. This is actually going to be a point for your winch. So you can actually option it to have a winch. This one did not come with the winch. That leaves it up to the customer if they want to do a worn, VR Evo 8. Well, that's a little too light. 10,000 pound, 12,000 pound winch. You can actually choose the winch configuration that's going to work for you. Probably 12,000 pounds might be a starting point for this truck. Now on the front end, your Ford emblem is the light up Ford emblem. It does have that front camera as well. Got the paint match grill around the headlights over here. Everything in Avalanche. As we make our way around the truck, again, talking about the exterior, we do get those big fender flares to accommodate the bigger wheels and tires. They're also paint matched, and you get into the fender emblem where it says F250, again, paint matched. The last piece that's paint matched is going to be your mirror covers. Now, all those modifications by themselves probably wouldn't look as good as it does because of this wheel and tire and lift combination. So we actually have fuel wheels, or 24-inch semi-forged wheels, and they look freaking gangster. You got that finished look with the gloss black, which ties in very nice. I think gloss black ties in the best with the Avalanche color. So I'm actually looking at gloss black wheels for my truck. 37-inch Toyo tires. We're looking at the Open Country RT. So you got a great tire, and it's actually really smooth, and it doesn't make a lot of noise. This truck is quiet on the road for how big it is, but none of this would actually fit without the lift kit. I spoke with SPEC Design yesterday, and the lift kit they're using is a BDS suspension. It is a 5.5-inch lift, and it rides like butter. I'm actually really pleased with this because I was looking at a 5.5-inch BDS suspension lift, and it rides really good. Now the rear of the truck gets the same treatment, right? We're talking 24-inch fuel forged wheels, 37-inch Toyo tires. And in the rear, we got the color matched rear bumper with your sensors integrated. That is factory. Nothing really changes back here. And that really rounds out the outside of the truck. Really stout, really tough looking truck. But now we get to talk about the inside. So let's take a look. All right, guys, I'm 6'2". I always bring that up to give you guys a reference of how big things are or how much space you have in a vehicle. I could not be able to just jump up in this truck all willy-nilly. So it does have power deployable running boards, which, I mean, you can't get better than that. And I also like how fast they are. So because I've driven the truck a few times now, when I jump out of it, I tend to move pretty quickly. By the time my feet come out, the board's already there. So you can see it again. It's just bam. Right as you open the door, they start coming down. All right, so let's get in here. First thing we're gonna talk about is, let's talk about all this forged carbon hydro dipped interior pieces, because that's probably one of the nicest things in here, because I am not a fan of just the tan color around here. So they're bringing in this forged color that Ford gives you into the door panels, as well as the dash surround all the way across the dash and into the steering wheel. So I like how everything matches there. And on mine, this Ford emblem here is actually chrome. They actually made them gloss black, so it looks really nice. Everything ties in together very well. The only thing I think that would really stand it apart would be if every piece of chrome was gloss black. For example, in the door panels, there's still chrome around the, I know I'm asking for a lot here, around the AC vents, still chrome, around your dash bezel, still chrome. But other than that, everything ties in together nicely. We've got black leather seats. power seats, cooled and heated front driver and passenger seat. So you get all the bells and whistles. You get the big screen and dash, and this truck actually has heads-up display. Now, nothing screams luxury to me in a truck like a panoramic sunroof. This truck has a panel roof, and that's the only option I don't have on my truck, and I wish I had it now that I'm driving this one. It just makes the cab space feel very open, and it lets in a lot of natural light, and I really like that. The last thing I'm going to talk about here is on the center console here, you have a unique badge specifically for this truck, and it's a badass truck design number 6. So this is the 6 spec design badass truck build that they have come out with. We also have an F-150 variant at our Austin location as well, and that one's a pretty cool truck as well. So if you guys don't know a lot about Spec Design Company, go ahead, check them out. Now this truck can turn a lot of heads. It has a ton of luxury features, but at the end of the day, guys, it is a Super Duty. This is a workhorse. This truck is built to work. That 6.7 liter high output engine is pushing out 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque. Now you might be wondering, this is an upfit, right? So it came from Spec Design Company. We've got all these aftermarket parts on there. Nothing to worry about. You still keep your manufacturer 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty, just if you would have bought any new truck at Leif Johnson Ford. Now, if this isn't quite the truck that you want, don't forget we don't charge over MSRP on new vehicle orders. So if you want a different color Spec Design truck, we can make that happen. If you want a King Ranch, if you want a trimmer F250, just let us know. And if you have any questions about this specific truck, let me know in the comments below. I'll make sure to answer those questions. And guys, don't forget, if you stuck around this long, hopefully I've earned a like, a subscribe, and maybe leave me another comment below. So next time, guys, peace out.